When we discuss the impact of films upon people, we can talk about what film does. Hotel Rwanda is a good example of two things that film can do, and those are: one, document something that has happened or a time in history, and two, agitate for change. Not only is Hotel Rwanda an important documentation about the genocide in Africa, but it is a scalding rebuke upon the people of the world about not doing something when genocide occurs. Hotel Rwanda is sometimes called the African Schindler's List, and the film's similarities justify the comparison. In both films, a man risks himself and uses his own money to save others in a time of genocide. But Hotel Rwanda seems destined to be an instant classic like Schindler's List, which remains not so much a call for current action, but rather a constantly present conscience that continues to remind us of the consequences when we refuse to intervene on man's inhumanity to other men. Well, did you catch some of the things I said you could watch for? First, let's talk about weather. The weather is often used in film to emphasize what is happening in the story or to foreshadow future events. For example, it's often raining in a funeral scene to set the scene as sad or illustrate the tears that are falling. In Hotel Rwanda, when we hear of an impending civil war, we notice there's lightning in the sky. A storm is brewing, but it's not yet there. The weather mimics the events of Rwanda. Later, when foreign nationals are being evacuated and the Rwandans are being left to their own destruction, you can see that it is definitely raining. The storm is here and the Rwandans are getting the rain. You'll notice, however, that the foreign nationals are being protected from the rain, they're being evacuated, and the events happening are not affecting them quite so much. They're being escorted out of the hotel under umbrellas and put into buses. But what about Paul's clothing? In the beginning of the film, Paul talked about having style. He's seen in a coat and tie. The coat and tie represent the image he tries to keep up. He works at a 4-star hotel and always tries to maintain a sense of style. But the events of his country press in on him, and he witnesses the mass number of people who were massacred and left on the road. He falls into them and bloodies his coat and tie outfit. Upon returning to the hotel, he tries to clean the blood off himself and return to wearing a shirt and tie. But much to his chagrin, he realizes that he is having trouble tying his tie, something he must have done 100 times before. In fact, he struggles so much with the tie and shirt and what he's just seen that eventually he tries to tear them off his body. He can no longer keep up the image and the facade of everything being 4-star. His countrymen and women are being murdered and left in the streets, and he cannot hide his mind behind his stylish image. For the rest of the film, you'll notice he never wears a tie or coat again. Instead, he's seen in a more casual shirt. Well, if you've enjoyed watching and thinking about classic films and the messages they communicate, why not let us know? Show your support by contacting KSMQ and tell them, I want to see more of those cinema classics like Hotel Rwanda. Memberships begin at $35 a year, and you can easily join anytime by calling 1-866-859-7908 or by clicking on ksmq.org. It's with your generous support that KSMQ has the ability to bring you this fabulous collection of classic films. And if you're already a member, thank you. Because of your generosity, we'll keep the movies coming. For KSMQ Cinema Classics, I'm Kendal Rasnake. Keep watching.